Hola mis gatos, it's me, Ari L Gato, the drag manga collector, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about all things manga, but specifically my manga collection. And today we have part one of a huge haul. This haul was so big that I needed to split this into two parts. So what you're seeing right now is part one. This is very exciting. We have so many amazing things to get through, okay? So at the beginning of March, I took a trip to New York City and I spent a lot of money on a bunch of manga, okay? I spent over $1,000 on manga, so this is a culmination of that haul. I did not even have any other time or any other money to spend during the month of March because I was getting through this haul. I mean, it was so big. So I have so many things that I'm excited to share with you today. So please make sure that you are liking, you are commenting, you are subscribing, you are letting me know what you like and what you are reading, and letting me know what you might pick up after seeing this haul, okay? Now before we start, I do want to say that the first part of this video will be almost entirely stuff that I got at Book Off in New York City, New York, okay? I love Book Off. It is one of my favorite places to hit up when I am in the city. I am not sponsored, but I could be. Please. No, but I go there and I spend a bunch of money anyway. And they have a bunch of used books that are in incredible condition. So Book Off is like the first place that I go to when I'm in New York. So the first half of this haul is going to be entirely Book Off. Let's get into it. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is volume 15 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Now this is the final volume of this series and I loved it so much. I thought it was such a wonderful ending. I mean, the art is great, the story was great, and it was a perfect way to wrap up this quaint little series. 15 volumes, I mean, that's great. That is so good for a spin-off. And now it's 2025 and the anime is out. The first 2 episodes, I think, of the anime are out. I'm so excited to watch them. I have not watched them yet because I've been very busy, okay? Mind your business. But volume 15 was the first thing that I bought when I was in New York and I loved it. This is, of course, from Shonenjump with a story by Hideyuki Furuhashi and art by Betancourt. If you're looking for a hero tale that is wonderful and heartwarming, I think this is a really great one to start off with. I mean, wow, this is so good. Had so much fun with this series. But that is volume 15 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Next up, we have some very exciting volumes for me because I love this series and I can go on about this series, but I won't because we have a lot to get through. But these 2 volumes are incredible, and they are volumes 10 and 11 of Dandadan by Yuki Nobutatsu from Shonenjump. It's excellent. It's excellent. The comedic timing, the art, the action. This is a modern masterclass in manga writing. And Book Off had them only for $8.99, which is so fierce. So I got a good deal and I got to catch up on this series while I was there. And it's great. I mean, dandadan is the one, she is the 2, and I'm excited for the part 2 of the anime to come out this July. I just really love this series, and these 2 volumes were incredible. So, pick them up. This is volume 10 and volume 11 of Dandadan. Okay, one of my favorite series that everybody sleeps on, and sometimes including me, like I kind of forget if I don't see the volume, and luckily they had the next volume that I needed at Book Off, and so I was able to get it and remind myself that this series, one of my faves, and I am talking about Sayonara Football. Now this is a really used volume 13, okay? Like, oh my god, you can't see this, but the number is faded. Anyway, this is from Kodansha with story and art by Naoshi Arakawa, the same artist from Your Lie in April. And I love this series. This is a soccer series about these girls' soccer teams, and you know I'm a sucker for sports manga, you know that. But we don't often get it from the girl's perspective. And this has been such a refreshing point of view that's different from something like Bluelock, where it's like super hyper masculine. This is so wonderful and delightful and also intense and heart-wrenching. They're such a good storyteller. Arakawa is such a good storyteller, and this was no exception. This was volume 13 of Sayonara Football. One of my faves. Another one of my faves coming up. We got volume 5 of Parasite. This is obviously from Kodansha by Hitoshi Iwaki. And this was wonderful. I mean, not much to say. Parasite is the one. I love Parasite. Everything is the one. Not everything can be the one. It's still the one I love. The one that I belong to. Who sings that song? Anyway, Parasite, this is volume 5. And this is a great read. Wonderful art and action as always. And I had a really good time with this one. So, I'm almost there, I feel like. How many letters are in Parasite? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, first of all, the fact that I had to count that was crazy. But this is volume 5. I think there are only 8 volumes in total because the spines spell out Parasite. So, I think there's only 3 more. I'm not exactly sure. I need to do more research, but I really love this series and I had such a good time reading this one, so check out volume 5 of Parasite. Okay, speaking of a sleeper hit in my home is this next series, and it goes by the name of Kimono Jihen, and I have right here volumes 3 and volume 4. These were really great. I don't know why I'm collecting them so slowly, but I really love this series when I'm reading it. I mean, it's just so good. The art is fantastic. It's funny. It's action-packed. The mystery that we are unfurling in this manga just feels so refreshing. It feels really cool. And I'm excited every time I turn a page. I mean, they're just good. I mean, they're just really good. I don't know. If you want a good manga that's just a little off the beaten path, like, because it's a 7 Seas publication, I think most people in America get their manga fixins from Kodansha or shonenjump, and I feel like 7 Seas has some sleeper hits. Like, just take a few steps off the beaten path, stop looking at that SJ at the top, and start looking for that little 7 Seas at the bottom, because they have some really good manga, and I really love this series. This is Kimono Jihen Volume 3 and Volume 4. Speaking of refreshing manga, this manga feels like a nice, refreshing drink of water after a hot day. I really like this series and I really love these characters. I am talking about Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season. I have Volumes 2 and Volume 3, which is super exciting. I really loved these reads. These characters are so complex in the way that they're unfolding. These young girls are unfolding and revealing more about themselves and discovering more about themselves. It's just so cool and so fun. There's some interesting stuff in here, but it is rated older teens, so like maybe not your starter manga, but if you can get into some more I'm
finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
If you can get into risque topics being discussed and explored via these young girls, I mean, it's not ecchi, it's not racy in that way. It's just like pure, honest, young adult exploration, and it is beautiful. The art is incredible. This has a story by Mari Okada and art by Nayo Emoto. And it's just beautifully done. I mean, these girls are so vivid and wonderful. I love them, and I love this series. This is Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, Volumes 2 and 3. Okay, I've been collecting this one slowly, but I'm so happy because I finally finished it with these 2 volumes. I am talking about Happiness by Shuzooshimi. We have Volume 9, and we have Volume 10, the final volume. This was great. This is actually, I don't know, I really love this series. I love the twist that it took. I love the way that it ended. I wasn't like entirely pleased with the ending of Blood on the Tracks by Shuzooshimi. But this ending, I was so satisfied the way that it ended, because even though it was unresolved, because I think what Shuzooshimi does really well is unveil how unresolved relationships and humanity is. Like, life is just a bunch of open-ended strings, you know, like untied strings that are most things don't have resolution in life, you know, and they are able to capture that and put that in manga form in such a wonderful and interesting way. And I felt like the ending of this was so beautiful. And it was finite, but it also was indefinite. I don't know, I really liked it. I really liked this series. It's one of my favorite oshimis, I'll say it. I'll say it. No one else is saying it, I'll say it. Happiness, volumes 9 and 10 by Shuzooshimi. This is from Kodansha. One of my favorite manga is up next. I am talking about Akane Banashi, but y'all, I don't just have volume 8, no. I also have volume 9. And it doesn't stop there either. Because I got volume 10! Oh my god, yes, volumes 8, 9, and 10 of Akane Banashi. This is one of my favorite new titles. I talk about it all the time. The girl who does Rakugo and is trying to be a star Rakugoka. And I'm just loving this series. I love each of the characters. And I love the way that we are exploring Rakugo and everyone's specific passions for it. I love stories about people's dreams in the arts, and I really enjoyed these 3 volumes. I don't know, I love this series so much. I mean, there's not much I can say. We've got a story by Yuki Suenaga and art by Takamasa Moe, and yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. The art is wonderful. The pacing, I have to congratulate, because it is so wonderfully done. And yeah, I mean, the Rakugo itself is like, it's so educational and so fun, and I just have a great time every time I read this series. The characters are so vivid and fierce. Okay? And I think you would really like it, okay? I stress this because someone left a comment on one of my last videos and was like, I think that they might cancel Shoha Shoten and Akane Banashi in Japan because I think it's low in the ratings, and I'm just like, I can't really affect that, but I need the American dollar to come through and say, hey baby, we will buy these, because this series is so good. You think you won't like it because it's about something you don't know, but I promise reading stuff about other people's cultures is really cool, and like, you should try it. Like, Rakugo just is really cool, and like, you would like it if you read about it. So this is a great entry point. And so this is volumes 8, volume 9, and volume 10 of Akane Banashi from Shonenjump. I know I just shit on, I was like, don't look at the SJs anymore. No, look at this SJ, okay? Look at the SJ on these ones. This is perfect, perfect. Oh, but actually, speaking of more 7 Seas manga that are my favorite, we have the final compilation volumes of Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. This contains volumes 9 and 10 of the series by Satoshi Mizukami. And it was just wonderful. I mean, just a great ending. I cried like a baby actually reading this. It was so good. I have nothing to say. I've said it all before. This is one of my favorite series. It's a perfect series, I say. And I think you need to pick it up. I think you need to try Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I think so. I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but hit the hammer, baby. Pick the hammer up and hit the nail. I don't know what I'm saying, but do it, okay? Love Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. This is, like I said, from 7 Seas. 7 Seas. This is from 7 Seas, and this was the final volumes 9 and 10. Another series I really loved coming up next, we're talking about Haikyuu. And we got volumes 6 and volume 7. I got a lot of multiples while I was in New York, okay? But it was a great deal, too. They were only $9. I was like, okay, give it to me. And they're wonderful. I mean, this series is great. You know this series. You love this series. And I love the games that were in this one. I did cry reading these two. I don't know. Sports manga just makes me want to cry sometimes. I don't know, y'all. But this was really great. Of course, we've got story and art by Haruichi Furudate. And, yeah. I'm picking up Haikyuu way after I was supposed to. So, if you haven't picked it up yet, it's not too late, okay? And there's a fierce box set out there. You need to get that damn box set instead of being like me and getting them single volume at a time. Because I'm wasting money. Don't waste your money. Get the box set. But these are volumes 6 and 7 of Shonen Jump's Haikyuu. Again, I'm not sponsored by Shonen Jump. I don't know why I'm promoting that damn box set. Because I need the box set, to be honest. If you want to buy the box set for me, let me know. Or if Shonen Jump, you want to sponsor the box set, you know, I wouldn't mind. I've only got 7 volumes. I don't mind selling these. If you give me the box set, baby, I'll even hang them up. I'll put them in a shrine. I'll put them in the altar. Why not? Yeah. So sponsor me. Speaking of sports manga that I love, I am talking about Bluelock. We've got Bluelock Volume 12 right here. It's got a story by Muneyuki Kaneshiro, and it's got art by Yusuke Nomura, and this is great. This is a great volume. I like Bluelock a lot. I don't really know how to expand upon it in a video, but I really like the series. I think you'd like it too if you like sports. This one didn't make me cry, because it's not like a tearjerker in that way, but riveting story, great action, great art. I loved this volume, so I think you'll love it too. Volume 12 of Bluelock from Kodansha. Okay, we're talking next about a series that surprised me. I picked up the first volume in a discount bin here in Chicago a few months ago, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it out. And I really liked the first volume, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep trying the series. And actually, I'm loving it, y'all. These volumes are really good. I'm talking about Volume 2 and Volume 3 of The Great Priest Imhotep. Great Priest Imhotep, or Im for short. These volumes 2 and 3, they came at a great price because these normally were going for $15, but these were only $11. So I said, well, baby, knock those extra $4 off and give these to me. And they were wonderful. I had such a great time reading these. I think where the story is going is so cool because you thought it was about something, and then it just is slowly unraveling into something more, and I just really like it. I like the pacing. I love the art. This is a good series. If you're interested at all in any kind of like mythical beasts and powers, and of course this centers on like ancient Egypt and the sorcery around that, but if you're interested in any kind of stuff like that, I think you'd really like this series. I think it's kind of slept on. I've never heard anybody talk about it, but I really like it. So this is volumes 2 and 3 of Im, and this is by Makoto Morishita. Okay, we got volume cut that. Okay, we've got volume 26 of One Punch Man. What can I say? It's got a story by One. It's got art by Yusuke Murata. And this is a great volume. This is a perfect series. I think so. I think it's a perfect series. I have nothing to add. One Punch Man is great. It's still great. It's always been great. And it didn't let up in this volume. I really liked this one. So check it out if you like One Punch Man. Or if you're thinking about getting One Punch Man, I can tell you it is genuinely worth it. I know there's a lot of volumes, but it is worth it. Okay? I promise you that. You will laugh out loud every time. And I did. To volume 26. Alright, next up, we've got 2 volumes from one of my like sleeper hit faves. Again, we have volumes 8 and volume 9 of Dorohedoro by Q Hayashida from the Viz Signature Iki line, and I had such a good time with these. The story is so cool, and like I always say, there's just innovation on every page. Like, this is a page turner in the best way. Like, this is so good. I cannot recommend it any more. Like, it is just such an incredible piece of art. And I'll leave it at that. This is really good. We got volumes 8 and we got volume 9 of Dorohedoro. Next up, we got one of my new favorites. It is Slam Dunk, Volume 3. I say new, I mean new to me and my collection because it took me so long to start picking these up, but I am loving this series. I love these characters. I've said that about every single manga. Well, first of all, that is to say I pick good manga. Kagdetsi. But also because, I mean, these people are really good. Takehiko Inoue can do no wrong, you know that in my eyes. And this is one of his earlier works, and I just really love it. I love sports manga, and I love the way that this is paced and written. Jokes on every page. And also, it's getting really sincere and cool, and I'm really having such a good time. So this is a great find. I'm so happy I picked it up. Volume 3 of Slam Dunk by Takehiko Inoue from Shonenjump. Okay, I had to do some research. I had to do some research on this next title, literally the title, to make sure that I wasn't being crazy and saying it wrong. But it seems the general consensus is that this series is called Demons of the Shadow Realm. Now this is Hiromu Arakawa's newest series. This is from Square Enix manga, And this is, yeah, volume 6. I actually thought this volume got a lot better. Last volume, volume 5, I wasn't really hitting with me. But this one, I actually really liked this one. And I need to know that I can just trust Hiromu Arakawa. Like, I can trust her. I can trust her. I know she's going to come back around and keep me enticed, okay? Because this was great. I actually really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see where the series keeps going. I mean, it being so new and so fresh, I'm just loving it. So, this is Demons of the Shadow Realm by Hiromu Arakawa from Square Enix, Volume 6. And you know what? I do trust her. I trust her so much that I went ahead and picked up some more volumes of her manga. I am talking about, I got Fullmetal Alchemist, Volume 15. 17. Get it on there with no glare. 18. 19. And that's it, actually. We just have up to 19. But I was able to get these at a great price at Book Off. They were all like $7. So I'm like, oh my god, we gotta pick these up. And they were around the ones that we were missing because I had a volume 16 that I got somewhere else a long time ago. And so being able to get 15, read the 16 I already had, and then have 17, 18, and 19 to come afterwards, made for a wonderful 3 days of reading. I had such a good time. Fullmetal Alchemist is the go. You already know that. And these were great. I mean, these are just so good. I collect this in any form. This is one of the greatest manga of our time. They've got reprints galore. You know, they've got different editions. Baby, Fullmetal Alchemist is out there waiting for you. So you need to pick it up. So anyway, this was Fullmetal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa from vizmedia. Okay, next up we had a series that took a turn. I think it took its final turning point in this one, and it really kind of shook me. I was crying when I was reading it. I was crying. I'm talking about Tokyorevengers. Now this is one of the omnibus collections that has volumes 13 and 14 in it. This is obviously from Seven Seas. What I told you about Seven Seas. And this was great. I cried like a baby. This is push and pull with Tokyorevengers. It gets me, and then it's like, oh, I'm kind of bored, and then it gets me again. And these two volumes, they got me. They got me together. This was wonderful. And like I said, I think it took a turn that's really going to take us straight through to the finale, like really strongly. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading this one. And I think you would too. If you like a delinquent story, if you don't like a delinquent story, and you like just people who are really passionate about friendship and their and love, I think this is going to be a great read no matter what. So I'd pick it up. This is Tokyorevengers by Ken Mokui from Seven Seas, volumes 13 and 14. Okay, speaking of a series that I love so much, and that I cried on this one. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry during this volume. I was really emotional this week when I was reading these, so maybe it was that, but I did cry and it was so good, and I love this series. It's called toiletboundhanakokun by Ari L, and this is a Yen Press publication. This is volume 12. This one was really good. This was really good. There are so many volumes of this series, y'all. Like, I'm actually so far behind, but I do really love this series. I had so much fun with this. If you want, like, some of the best and craziest manga panels and paging that you've ever seen, this is the one for you. Like, you need to check out toiletboundhanakokun because it will change your idea of what manga can look like on the page. It really is so exciting. And yeah, this is volume 12. I really had a great time, and I hope you will read it and have a great time too. Coming up next, we have 5 volumes of a series that I, against my better judgment, really love. I really love this series. I really loved these volumes, and I had such a good time, and I can't wait to share them with you. They are volumes 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 of Glepner. Now this, I talk about this series a lot on here because it does give me some trepidation. Y'all already know the subject matter. It can be a little dicey on the morals. But the story that they're telling with these, I mean, the mystery that we have unfolded with this, oh, wow. It was so good. This was an amazing read. Again, another wonderful 3 days. I think it was only 2 because I was just like, I need to keep reading. I can't stop. And I don't have a lot of time during the day. Like, I am busy. But I had to stop everything and read these because they were so good. I could not stop turning the pages. And, I mean, just such a wonderful, fast-paced series. It is rated M for ages 18 plus. So, you know, don't give this to a high schooler, even though the art looks cute. Don't do all that. This is not your baby's first manga, okay? But it is so, so good and psychological and so cool. The action scenes, the art is so fluid and striking. I really love this series. And I can't wait. We have one more volume before we get to the finale. So I'm excited to find out how it all wraps up. But this was volume 9. Fierce. I was right. Volume 9. 10. 11. 12. And 13 of Gleipnir by Sun Takeda. And of course, this is from Kodansha. When I said stop looking at the Kodansha and the shonenjump, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, they have good stuff, okay? That's not what I meant. I just meant pick up some other stuff from some other publishers, okay? And that wraps up the first half of my March 2025 manga haul. The second half will be coming out next week with all the things that I bought while I was still in New York, but I bought them from Kinokuniya, the big old manga and Japanese bookstore. And we've got some amazing things to talk about then too. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what you're interested in, what you liked from this video, and what manga that you are reading, because I want to read them too, okay? I love to spend money on manga. Right, Renji? Okay. But anyway, thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, mis gatos. Speaking of refreshing manga, this is like cold water to the face when you are just, you know, you're what? This Speaking of refreshing manga,